All right, guys, as you can probably see from the mud in the parking lot, we got a lot of rain last night, but today is the day. We're gonna get the bucket dirty on the brand new Hyundai HX85a. All right, first things first, we got to get her to the job site. To get her to the job site, well, we need a truck and a trailer. I think we're gonna take this one, the red one, for the day. It's been a while since I drove this truck. This has been kind of the Captain Kleeman mobile for a while. My boy needs cleaned out. Let's see if this old girl will start today. Come on, baby. Got it. She's been sitting for a while. All right, guys, here's kind of the plan of attack for today. We're gonna take the C8500 and go up to Logger Wade's house. That's where the new Hyundai machine's still sitting at from whenever we did the walk around with Justin and Ed. We're gonna take a huge road trip, quarter-mile down the road to my house. And we're actually going to make an improvement at the shop I've been wanting to do for a long time. We're gonna dig out in front of the big bay door and pour a concrete apron or a concrete pad outside, hoping it keeps from tracking mud in the shop so much. Give me a place to maybe wash off some equipment, and most importantly, gives the kids a place to ride their scooters, bikes, and play basketball. So let's head to the top of the hill, pick up the machine, then we'll head down the hill, and God, I can't wait. I'm so excited to dig with that thing. It looks so good, man. I just hope it digs as good as it looks. So pretty excited to try her out. So let's go do it. Man, it's wet. It's a beautiful morning in Derby. Well, there she is, guys. Let's get this girl loaded up and put her to work. Talk about the new calf smell. Wow. She's alive, she's alive. I almost being the key word. Feel a little bit guilty about being the first one to get this machine dirty. I mean, look at that. The bucket, I mean, literally, this thing has never done a scoop of dirt in its life, and we are about to change that. So let's get this girl loaded up. Is this the go fast? Oh yeah, that's the go fast button. I'll walk over here on the gravel to turn so I don't make a mess, and then we're gonna head for the truck. Look at that display, guys. Love that display. All right, let's get this girl in the trailer. She's an absolute thing of beauty. Let's get this girl chained down. We're gonna head a quarter mile that way. Guys, just like that, we are off the trailer. We are on the move. The sun's coming out. We've got a new machine. It's going to be a good day. It is going to be a good day. We just got to make sure we miss the fiber optic line and the water line, and we'll confirm it's going to be a good day. But let me get this thing tracked down to the shop, and we'll kind of get everything cleared out of the way, and I'll show you what my plans are. Alrighty guys, now we got all the equipment moved in. Let me kind of show you what the lay of the land is here. You just relaxing in the driveway today? Is that what you're doing? Enjoying the nice day? So we got this area outside the shop bays. Maybe it'll be a little bit better if I show you from this angle here. But just naturally, as you guys can see from having the loader up here and different equipment up here, this particular area here just kind of gets it just kind of collects some dirt and some mud, and then it gets tracked in the shop. For you guys that have been with me for a couple years, I got some videos a while back where we put millings down the driveway and we milled this whole parking lot. I get a lot of questions about how those are holding up. To be honest with you, the driveway is holding up remarkable. No problems, haven't touched it. It's been awesome. The parking lot is held up really well, except for that swell right there. Can't blame it on the millings. Didn't have a good enough base underneath of it. It got soft in a few places, but it did drain good. So this is kind of, I was kind of buying some time with those millings down here, hoping to do what we're getting ready to do now, which is replace them over with concrete. So this section here is held up really well. It's got a good base underneath it. I'm not too worried about it. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna square up off the house right here. We're gonna square up off the house right there. We're gonna pour this area here. It's about 26 by 35, somewhere in that neighborhood. Two reasons. One, it'll give us a spot to kind of clean up and prep equipment before it goes in the shop, try to keep some of the dirt out of the shop. And most importantly, we'll get a basketball goal set up so the kids will have a place to play basketball. And you gotta take care of the kiddos before they're grown up and out of here. So what our goal is for today, I got the concrete guy coming tomorrow. We need to basically excavate 6 inches out of here. I'm gonna put 6 inches of concrete in here with a substantial amount of rebar due to the nature of the trucks and the equipment coming in and out. We got a few obstacles. I got a very shallow downspout drain here. We got a fiber optic line that is located there. There's a French drain over there that catches all the groundwater before it goes underneath the foundation of the house. It should be plenty deep. We shouldn't have to worry about that. But this pipe here also sneaks across over there. So, well, I've got a feeling we're going to be reworking that downspout drains. I don't think it's low enough to be underneath the concrete. And, well, that could be an issue. So, it's time. Let's put this machine to work. All right, guys, this is it right here. Very first scoop, very first scratch in the ground. Like we should have a champagne bottle or something. That's hard. We're a little closer to the concrete. Oh yeah. Check that out. That's the thing of beauty right there. See my fabric underneath there? I had to, oh, we better go this way. I got a basketball goal over there. Hang on. I love it. As I have mentioned, guys, this is a brand new machine, but not only is it a brand new machine, this is a brand new model of machine Hyundai is coming out with. This is what they're going to call the A-Series excavator. Has a lot of cool updates and new features on it, and one of them being the cab. The cab seems to be a pretty large improvement over what I've seen from its predecessor, which would have been the 80 model. This is the 85. So this is the first time I've really had a chance to actually put the bucket in the dirt and kind of use it and get a feel for it. And I just want to give you my knee-jerk first impressions of this thing. And first off, from the cab and the operator station, so far everything seems to be extremely comfortable and amazing. I mean, it has got one spacious and super comfortable cab on it. The visibility and the sight lines are just absolutely amazing, especially when I'm used to coming from on the 304. You guys have heard me mention several times that the sight lines and the comfortability of that cab are not that great. As far as digging and the performance of the machine, the feel of the machine is spot on. It's a little different than what I'm used to, but it's got what I call a gentle or soft touch, but it still has the speed and the snappiness to go with it. Pretty pleased with that so far. The geometry of the boom, as far as reaching out and grading and then spinning around and reaching and dumping into a truck, is phenomenal. Really pleased with that. One thing I have noticed though is, and I haven't quite figured out how or why, but digging in close to the machine, I seem to be struggling a little bit with the way everything's configured. It seems to be a little harder to carry grade right up against the machine, but that's probably more of my operating habits than what it is in the machine. It's just something I noticed it was quite a bit different from what I'm used to operating. So the other thing, and you guys may have noticed this a little bit in the audio and the video, and I'll be honest with you, editing this video, the camera picks it up a lot worse on the camera than what it is in real life. But for a new machine, I considered it to be a little bit hydraulically noisy. There seems to be a little bit of a hydraulic resonance going on, or a vibration or something, if you want to call that. And this is what I absolutely love about Hyundai and a company that owns up to stuff like this, is because I know this is a new machine, and I took a short video clip on my phone. I sent it to these guys, and I just said, "Hey, is this normal? Is this what we should we expect this out of it, or do we have a problem? Should I shut the machine down?" And their immediate response was, "I agree with you. That may be a little bit noisy. Let me look into it." And within a couple hours, they think they had it isolated to what it is. It's basically the way a couple of fittings are configured coming off the pump. They think it's a pretty quick and easy adjustment to make on it. And before the next video airs, we should have that adjustment made to the machine. And kind of curious to see how much that tones it down enough. I wouldn't even call it loud enough to be a nuisance, and I wouldn't even call it a problem. It's just something I kind of noticed was there in the background, and then I noticed it even a little more whenever I was editing the videos. For some reason, the camera picks up on random stuff like that a little bit. But the whole point of this conversation, as impressed as I am with the machine, I was even more impressed of their reaction to my comment, and that means a lot to me. I mean, you can tell by the way their machines are laid out. They care about the mechanic and the service technician, but by taking action to my comment, they care about the operator and the end user, because they know we're going to be the ones spending a tremendous amount of time in these machines, and they want to make sure everything's as comfortable and up to snuff as that. So you guys will just have to stay tuned to see if their theory is right, and that calms down that noise a little bit. I'm not even going to call it a problem, because it's not a problem. It's just something we kind of noticed here on the video and the filming. So, but for the most part, guys, I don't have a hard fast opinion on this thing yet. You know how I am. I want to put it through several different situations. I want to get several hours on this machine, and they're fortunate enough this time to kind of turn us loose and tell me to go for it and do what I want to with it. So as time progresses, I'm sure I'll have more and more thoughts on the machine, whether they're good or bad. I'll share them with you guys either way, and then I'm sure at the end of this, however long I'm able to have the machine in my possession, I'm sure at the end we will do a review. So, but so far so good, guys, and you guys will see in the upcoming video here, a couple guys swung by the job site to give me a hand, and I kind of got their opinion on it as well to see what their first thoughts were on it. So stay tuned for that. Well guys, fiddling around here a little bit, and we just about got this side down to grade, but hey, did you,
sorry, I was loving on the dog.
Did you see my new machine?
I saw it, and I tell you what, when I pulled up, it's like, daggone, it's bright, it's so shiny. I'm not used to shiny.
So you've walked down, just honest to goodness first impressions.
Yep.
Me and you walked around the machine one time. It's the first time you ever seen one in your life.
Ever, honestly. I've never seen one. So
you have no preconceived notions. I haven't had time to brainwash you.
No, and I actually started opening latches myself, and it's a really big Mini. Is my first comment. However, the first thing I noticed was the way it was built. It's really well put together.
It is. Like,
really well put together. And I open up this hatch on this right-hand side of the machine, and it's like, it's all just right there. There's no, what is this moment?
It actually makes
right
sense.
There.
It actually makes sense.
It looked like I could put a wrench on any of that.
I'm sure it makes sense to people on paper, but in real life, it actually makes sense. So, all right, we can talk about this thing all day.
Short-term comment. There's a lot of engineering in that machine, and he didn't make me or ask me say that. It's just me visually seeing it.
Pretty impressive.
Turn wrenches on something like that, I can see that one's, there might be some tough spots, but that one's going to be majority good to go.
All right, so what we're fighting here is the fabric underneath here. That kind of eliminates us just cut and grade first pass. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish bulldozing this out. I'm going to take some of this loose material over here and bring it back and fill in some of these low spots. We'll get this set done. I think we've cleared the fiber optic line. I think we cleared the downspout and the water line, so we're kind of out here in the I think. I got to leave a margin of a chance for potential there. So all right, so Matt, what we're doing, this is 30 feet out.
Okay.
We're going 1 inch per 10.
Okay.
So every 10 feet I want to drop 1 inch.
Understood.
I've got we're going for a 6-inch thick pad. I've got the grade level thingy mabob. Maggie, did you take off my laser?
Grade rod?
Oh, it's right there.
Yep.
So if you want to kind of maybe just
so Mike, you haven't marked off your 10-foot increments so I can make an instant adjustment. What am I going to do with you today?
I've been a one-man show today, man.
That's all right. I'll take care of you, buddy.
One-man show today.
I'll take care of you, buddy.
All right, Matt, we got this side dug out. Looks good.
Hold on, we're gonna make, just because it looks good doesn't mean it, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, it's good.
Did you ever have it down?
Here we go. I've done that just for you there, buddy.
All right, so now we're getting ready to find out. Last time you were in a situation like this, I had to buy a new gutter for a house.
Now, wait a minute. I owned up to that mistake and told you I would fix it myself, and you said, don't worry about it. She's replacing all of them. Your exact words. Quote Mike Simon right there.
You're missing the point. You destroyed a gutter.
I did, but I told you about it.
I never said you didn't tell me about it. So here's what we got to do. This is probably a little bigger machine we need to excavate out from underneath it, but it's what we got, and I enjoy a challenge. So you ready to see if we can get that out of there?
I am 100% ready to see you dig underneath of your overhang with that big Mini.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
I got the camera. Yep. Tell you what, even though that boom's a little too long for this, the agility of the machine definitely proved to be very versatile there. It had enough strength to allow him to keep cutting while he tracked backwards to ensure that his boom didn't hit his header there, in which we can all see has been hit before. There's a new dent. That was caused by you. I was telling you backwards there, DP. And it's all on video. Look at that. Guarantee you he edits that one out. Got a little bit of pipe watching to do here. Footer here for this post. That's what you see Mike cutting across there. So we won't be able to dig that, and what we want to make sure we don't do is catch the lip and peel that post out. Good job, DP. Now is when the height of that big mini is really beneficial, huh? And look at that clip right there. That's a nice handy feature when you go to put shackles in that. You just throw a chain right in there.
Very nice job of reaching the truck.
Plenty of height, plenty of arm length, right?
All right, guys, we got the boom kicked sideways here a little bit, trying to get this last little bit up against the house here without damaging the siding. Trying to be lazy and not get the shovel out. So far, the machine's doing pretty good. It's got a completely different feel than most mini excavators I've been on in the past. Mostly good. I'm trying to find a way to describe it to you guys versus some of the other machines I've ran, because it does seem to be quite a bit different. But now that I'm kind of getting the hang of it, I really do kind of like the feel of it, especially for some of this more tedious work like we're doing right here. It's definitely different. But let me get this last. Whoop, hang on. Not quite sitting on level ground there. Not sure if we're gonna get the rest of this on that truck or not. This thing does an exceptional job. The way that boom is configured, this thing does an exceptional job of loading trucks. I couldn't be more pleased about that. But let me get this last little bit. Scooped up and throw in the truck here, and then we'll kind of do a quick little review after the first job on the machine here, and kind of give you my initial thoughts. All right, guys, we wrapped this one up just in the nick of time because, well, actually I got kicked out of my seat. The concrete guys have rolled in. They're absolutely amazed with my grade work. I mean, it's just like spot on. So Matt took over my new machine. He's already off here playing. So what's your first impressions?
I like it.
It's a nice roomy cab, ain't it?
The handles are a little close to my legs.
It's adjustable. I'll show you here in a minute.
All right.
But I love that display.
I know. It's way more sophisticated than what I'm used to.
Well, that's not saying a whole lot, but
Bobcat doesn't have anything on this.
It's
even got a phone holder.
Yeah, I was trying to explain it a little bit earlier. It's got a completely different feel. It takes a little second. It's got like a soft start on it.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get your brain trained to that.
I noticed the other one was like that too.
Yeah. And I've been playing with some of the settings and stuff, but I think once you get her dialed in.
I really like the leg rim.
Oh, yeah. And just the glass and the openness of the cab. I mean, I'll tell you.
There's a little blind spot over here from that big hood.
But one thing I noticed is how easy it gets over top of the truck.
Yeah.
It does a good job of that too. So, all right, I'll let you get back to playing.
I play.
Anyways, guys, so far we're really liking the machine, and it's doing good. We got plenty more videos lined up with it. We're gonna wrap this one up, and hopefully the next one we're pouring some concrete. So hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.